Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book. And
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
He's proud of it. Hello and good morning on a Thursday.
Hello, boys and girls. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's raining.
Again.
I'm like, okay.
What did we read? It's going to be the 12th weekend in a row with rain. It's crazy.
Why? Well, it didn't stop anybody from not visiting us. I'll tell you that.
No,
so.
no. And it won't stop the farmer's market because
No.
it won't rain on Sunday.
Better
It
not.
won't dare.
Thank you.
Mother Nature does not want to incur the wrath.
That's it. I can't deal with that.
No.
I don't have it in my bandwidth right now. I've only got so many things I can deal with and handle on a regular basis,
Right.
Hank. And that's not one
That's
of them.
not one of them. Okay.
And we have a 10th this year. So that'll be the law of averages.
Yes.
When I have something, I won't need to use it.
Right. Absolutely. You'll never need it. Never need it.
Right? Exactly.
Although I bet when it gets in July, please God, when it's really, really hot, that tent is going to be really cool to have.
Right? Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little sun coverage.
Yep.
I'd like to be able to take shelter at some point to get warm around here, but it's not. It's fine.
Right. And the tent backs right up to, or includes the Knockabout beer truck.
Yes.
Which is get down, have a beer, whatever.
Yep. And I've never heard of our entertainment this week, so I'm really excited to hear what she's got.
Oh,
Sweet Wednesday is the name of the group.
Sweet Wednesday. Okay.
Yes. So come on down on Sunday.
Someone has auditioned them, however.
Yes. Julia spent a lot of time actually booking our talent this year.
Okay.
How fun is that? We had a talent booker this season.
Wow.
Look at us.
So it's not like they're going to show up and they're going to go, oh my God. What did I do?
That's not gonna
Because there are
happen.
people who volunteer to perform who really can't.
Yeah.
We used to have one of them.
Yep.
Remember the guy with the guitar? I'm sorry.
Oh, no. You just gave me some fond memories right there. They know who they are. It's an interesting cat right there. I hope Saturday isn't raining. We have 20 people coming to Jared's barbecue, and there's no bleeping way they're going to fit in the house.
Oh, dear.
Well, Cindy, bonus, you know a friend that has 400 tents. So if you need something, just ask.
Right.
We got you covered, lady.
Right.
I got a call yesterday from Dion over at the Bourne Board of Health, and
Mhm.
he just wanted the list of all of our vendors for this season over at the canal, and shaping up to look pretty good, looking like about 20 vendors,
Mhm.
which is manageable for that area.
Right.
Once again, we've never done that one before.
No. Oh, Lauren's swimming today.
Is she swimming today?
I thought it was today.
Either way, we've got to give a big shout out to our friend Lauren over at Places, who has been doing a big fundraiser for us to raise money for our Bourne Farmers Market. And she's taken to the water. Unlike that guy that swam around the vineyard, did you see this?
No.
He said he did it in 12 days,
Mhm.
but I haven't seen any evidence that he did do it.
No. Would he go so far, get out and get back in at
Yes.
the same spot?
Yes.
Okay.
So he did that just to go around.
Right.
His point was to be proving that he's not going to get eaten by sharks. It was a sort of 50th
Oh.
anniversary of Jaws feat
Mhm.
that it's totally safe to swim on the vineyard. So he spent every day for 12 days getting
I
in
see.
there and swimming his way around Martha's Vineyard.
Now, where were the basking sharks that came around?
I'm not sure.
There were basking sharks around. Big, but they're harmless.
We got the Sharktivity app. You know where those sharks are. Just take a look.
I know it. Let me see.
Good morning, Mari, Emily, Melissa. Hello, lovely humans.
Basking. That's not how you spell basking. Oh, well. Hey.
We normally have them on the inside, the bay side.
Yeah, I forget where they were. Basking shark. There we go.
You can't refer to Cape Cod without lifting up your arm and deciding which
don't-
side
Google
you are
wants to
on.
know where I am. If Google doesn't know where I am, that's Google's problem.
They don't mess with you though, do they? I feel like basking sharks are just kind of there.
No, it was like Rhode Island.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry. Okay. But nonetheless, basking sharks. And they are big.
Good morning, Miss Ashley Irene. We are days away from her catwalking fundraiser fashion show. A lot of great
Okay.
people that are going to be showing up. So it can't rain on her parade because she's going to borrow the red carpet.
Ah. So you don't want her to get the red carpet
Well,
wet.
no, but also if the red carpet is being rolled out, it's not going to rain.
I see. That's how that works.
I still laugh about rolling that red carpet out at our annual meeting and realizing it was ours. After I made a big to-do about borrowing it. And I'm like, hey, that's mine. What the heck?
I've seen that somewhere. Oh,
So now I label absolutely everything with a purpose. Now I finally get it. It clicked.
right.
It only took 50 years, Hank, but we got it. Like, oh, that's why we always labeled our belongings.
Right.
Right.
So we won't forget. Remember when you were a kid and they, write your name in your jacket so you'd remember which jacket was yours?
You and I suffer from that. We are always doing other tasks before we finish the task that we're doing.
Yes.
So we are very forgetful with our belongings.
Yes. Like my
Phones,
phone, keys.
cell
Yep.
phones, stuff like that.
Yep.
Yes.
I've even been given a spot now on the mantle piece. Put all your stuff there. And I still can't find stuff. Last night I couldn't find my phone. You know where it was?
In your hand?
No, it was on the mantle where it should have been.
Oh, good.
I'm out looking in the car. I'm walking around, and Mari says, "Let me call your phone." And then she comes to get me. She says, "It's on the mantle."
One of our favorite volunteers from the farmer's market, Junior, his girlfriend. Please remind me of her name. I can't call her your girlfriend forever. I need to know her name. And I think she's actually your business partner at this point from the Cape Landscaping. Was like, I was freaking out. Can't find my phone. Can't find my phone. It's in your pocket. It's like sticking out because I had like a track jacket on. You can clearly see it's right there. I'm like, yep, it is.
See, we're just thinking about so much all the time. Our brain is so full with important thoughts.
This is what I'd like to go with as your wife is watching us, probably throwing there. She goes, ADHD is a bitch, isn't it? It really sucks. It is terrible. I'm always like, do. What? Did I finish that?
No.
I thought I finished that. Like this morning when I went to go post our question of the day, I was trying to get ahead of myself last night. I'm like, I'll post it and schedule it. Then I fell asleep with the phone in my hand. Oh, I couldn't remember if I scheduled it or not. Then I logged in and I was like, nope, never press schedule.
No.
Now it's just going to be
I read it
live.
this morning. And the question of the day is
Some things that you like that are slightly burnt. Are there things that you like that are slightly burnt? For me, it's salmon. And come for me all you want. Burn it. Burn it slightly on the top and I will love it that much more.
Mhm.
People, lots of marshmallows.
I'm going to
lots
say
of hot
marshmallows.
dogs,
Yeah.
lots of cheese.
I don't know about cheese. Hot dogs, yeah,
On the
maybe.
top.
Oh, all right.
The little slightly burned cheese on the top of things.
Oh, okay. All right. I got it.
Delicious. We like this.
Like mac and cheese with the cheese kind of burnt on. Okay.
RTB says, and when you get older, you'll have to put not only your name, but address. So some people can bring you home. Where does she belong? My address is right here.
Right. Just knock on the door, and if they open it, well, either way.
I cannot wait to be a burden on my children. I cannot wait. One day my time will come.
Yes.
And I am so excited for it because they are making me batty
Mhm.
with their schedules.
Oh, with work and social.
All
and,
of their stuff that they're doing. Like they can take an Uber when it's something that they want to do, and that's fine for $50.
Right.
But if it's something minute that should just be my problem and I should just suffer, then it's my problem.
I see.
So it's their choosing of when to annoy me with the things that they
okay.
need.
Okay.
Grown children, this is what happens.
Mhm.
This is what you have to look forward to. So while you're running around with your little kids and their snotty nose and their pencils in the grocery store and their absolute meltdowns, enjoy it. It's cute. It's adorable.
It only gets better.
Yeah, when they get bigger, it's like costly and expensive and just time consuming and soul sucking. Very different. So I'm looking forward to being a burden.
Okay. No, I've told Mari and Meg when I get to the point where I am a burden, just shoot me.
Oh, no. That's the point where you want to live and thrive, Hank.
No, just shoot me. I don't
Be
want
that constant reminder of, yep, you chose me.
Mhm.
In the children's case, they didn't choose you. They
By the way,
just got
that
stuck
was
with you.
figuratively, not literally.
Doesn't mean it.
I didn't mean it. I just meant, yeah.
Hank does not condone or endorse being shot. Thank
No,
you.
I don't.
Gotta be careful what you say around here. It's
You never know.
2025. It's the Wild West.
I know.
Speaking of Wild West, Taylor Sheridan
Mhm.
and Matthew McConaughey are working on making some lucrative deals in Congress to get people to want to do more filming
Mhm.
and more sort of just bringing that Hollywood dollar into Texas.
Oh,
where
really?
they've not had before.
Huh.
So apparently they're both state residents.
Yep. He's a big Texas guy.
With large
Matthew
estates.
McConaughey.
And always been. But I didn't realize that Taylor Sheridan had. I thought he was more of the Minnesota,
Yeah.
Montana kind of guy. But
Mhm.
apparently he's got places all through there. So I can let you borrow my cute child who's not soul sucking and is minimal on the tantrums. She's still not sure about me yet, Emily. I still get the evil eye. Like,
Do I like this lady or
I
not?
don't really know if I like her, and I'm nervous if my mother might leave me with her. That
Right.
should not be something.
Right.
I can see it in her brain. It's very funny to watch. Good morning, Dave Hagner. Thanks for joining us
Hey,
on the
Dave.
show. We are still here at MashP TV. And thank you very much to our landlords at this point
Yes.
for allowing us a studio as we work out going live here for MashP TV on a regular basis.
That would be cool.
Yeah, we got a meeting today to talk with Justin.
Mhm.
Gotta get Justin on our side.
Right.
We need a show producer.
Mhm.
We need somebody to like help us work the things behind the scenes.
Right. So we can just kind of walk in and be stars.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes.
Someday, Hank.
They can roll out the red carpet right to the and
Someday,
then we'll
Hank.
just sit right down.
That's it. I just finished watching up Hacks. I was behind on the season. I haven't
Yeah.
started The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
I haven't really had time to watch anything because I've just been like spreadsheets lately, but
Mhm.
it was good. It ended up great. And I appreciated the big bleep you to the season. We'll see what happens with it. But if you've not checked it out, Hacks.
Okay, I will.
It's worth watching. The writing is really good.
Yeah. I'm almost through reading Bill Belichick's book, The Art of Winning.
Oh,
Well written. It's an easy read in that, it's an easy to read. Actually kind of interesting, the stories he uses to illustrate some of his points. I think some of them are kind of surprising. He wasn't, and we all know there was the public Coach Belichick, and
Yeah.
then there was the private, and a lot of it was some of the things that he did for his players and talking about his players, and he pays tribute to to Tom Brady and Coach Parcells, and it's a good read. I would recommend it.
there was a great meme that I saw that was mocking Bill Belichick and his current girlfriend status or fiance status or whatever it was.
Oh, I hope not.
It was awesome. It was what's her face from White Lotus.
Mhm.
And she was, dating a much older man.
Mhm.
It's like Bill Belichick and whatever. And she's like, we love all of the same things. Soup, naps. It was very good. I very much enjoyed it. I think I downloaded it to save to you to send to you, but I wasn't going to send to you. It's like 10 o'clock at night. And I don't want to be bothering you with things like that
That's
late.
all right. I'm awake. I'm sure.
I never know. Well, RTB had texted me about John Mullally's show last night, and I just didn't have a chance. I couldn't find it.
Mhm.
I was like half asleep, half not. I just had a day where I just finished looking at a bunch of audio yesterday was like podcast day.
Mhm.
So I had a bunch of editing work to double check on for everybody. So staring at audio sometimes makes your eyes blind.
Right.
Then it makes you tired.
Yeah, because you've got the voice thing going across the screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at audio waves
Right.
and finding minutia and deviances in it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I equating to like people that like picking things or it's like finding that one little issue. People that like puzzles.
Mhm.
Mine is much different.
Yes.
It's a different weirdness. He said it was hilarious to watch him fight 3 14-year-olds at the end of the show. Was it a real fight though? I'll be looking forward to those clips, sir. We'll be the judge of this. I am curious though to see how he fared against 3 14-year-olds. They probably whooped him. He's such a tiny human being.
Okay.
Okay. So fight at Market Basket, since we're talking about whooping.
Yes. The family is going after the president Artemoulis again. He's on paid leave this time.
What's going on over there?
It
I
looks,
saw the headline, but I wasn't really paying attention.
it looks like another family feud. members of the board who are appointed by his sisters are saying that he's not being forthcoming with financial information and everything else. It sounds like the same nonsense from 10 or 12 years ago.
Yeah.
When they tried to push him out the door before, and
it's like a real life Succession.
Right. And it
Only
didn't
it's
work.
Market Basket.
Board members, go read the book that was written about what happened. It's going to happen
Such
again.
a shame when you're an empire of something that's good.
Yeah.
Like you've got money, you've got all these things, you've got all the status, you're bringing good food to the places
Yeah.
at an affordable price.
They've got, I think I heard 90 stores
Right.
around New England.
Now you're infight squabbling. It's ridiculous. Once again, it makes me feel like it's a real life Succession.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, but at least he's on paid leave this time.
Yeah, Artie's Kieran Culkin.
Last time he was fired.
Okay.
This time he's on paid leave, along with a couple of other people.
Is he a bad dude?
The employees love him, and that's what turned the thing around last time. That the employees literally shut down the stores.
Yeah.
You remember they put their jobs on the line to save the CEO's job.
Yeah.
When does that happen?
Yeah.
Nobody does that.
I love a good scandal, or at least digging to find out a little bit more information. I'm just curious. It's not been on my radar since it's not really a chain that we have. It's not beloved here on the Cape.
No.
It's new.
Yeah.
It's still a new
like,
thing.
It's like when you're coming over the bridge. Oh yeah, you should stop at Market Basket.
Right. Yeah.
But the further down Cape you get, I think the more gonna drive all the way up to
It's unfortunate around here that
I'll go someplace more expensive, but I won't.
Yeah, but I know residents of Wellfleet, Truro, Harwich that will drive to Market Basket once a week to do their grocery shopping just because it's that much more cost effective for them, even with the gas.
Yeah, no,
because their choices are better.
No,
they do have a good Asian selection.
We told ourselves that we weren't going to be regulars at one particular market that's very close by here because it is a little more expensive. We would drive to Market Basket and it's like, you know what? I don't feel like we'll just go over there. And
just getting out of our street is proving to be a chore right now. The construction is back on. It's like that scene from Wayne's World where they keep moving the game when people are in and out of the street hockey. Game on. Let's go back in there, blocking it all up. It took me 25 minutes to get out of my street today. 25 minutes. I don't know what was going on.
Who knows? This weekend,
they wouldn't let me out.
This weekend, on the Mass Pike in Boston, 2 exits are going to be the Mass Pike. I think it's in Brighton, Alston. It's going to be down to 1 lane.
Brace yourself.
Because they're replacing a bridge over the weekend.
Wonderful.
They can do it in a weekend, apparently, but it's going to mean 1 lane of traffic.
Where was this activity in March?
I don't know.
Right?
Yep.
Good morning, Eva. Construction sucks. It must stop. Jen, good morning. Hello. And it was more like rustling than fighting, referring to Malili. Thank you. I don't know what it is, but it's going to wrap up soon because we're about to have full on summer people all the time.
Yes. And and they don't even know where to go anyway.
25 minutes. I'm still a little bitter about it. I was trying not to be grouchy about it, but also just let the people out.
Yeah.
You're sitting there rotting in line. One more person is not going to make you that much less late.
No, you're late already. Who cares?
The people that speed places when you're like saving yourself 3 minutes. It's just not, you're that late already. Just let it happen.
Right.
Doing my best with my chronic lateness.
And don't follow what your GPS tells you because everybody's going to do the same thing.
It's a lie.
You're not going to do any better because, here's a shortcut the GPS told me to take. Oh, everyone's following me.
All right. We complained about the weather. We complained about the construction. But what's next? The Sox stink.
Oh, the Sox. Oh, my
Let's
God.
get it all out. And then we can go positive here.
They lost again in extra innings. They've lost 18 one-run games.
It's not good.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Even the players are starting to say, we suck.
It's not good for morale.
No.
And shout out to all the tennis boys that went to Cohasset last night that did not come home triumphant, but they did have a good time.
Was
it
Cody
was a
part of
great
that crowd?
season. Yes, he was. And so that'll be wraps for tennis. I'm just excited he did the season.
I know it.
That was not on my radar. That was not on my bingo card.
No.
But they ended up having a really good time. And Cody was like, Mom, these kids were really good. Some of them were on scholarship. They were really, really good.
Wow.
So I think it was good for him to see players that have been playing for a long, long time.
Is this something he's going to continue to do?
I don't know.
Football and tennis?
And basketball. Loves
And
basketball.
Yeah.
He's of the athletic nature. So I think
he's an athlete.
as long as we keep him moving.
Right.
You know, boys, like labs, they need to be run, especially at that age. Keep them busy. Keep them busy.
No girlfriends yet, right? That we know of.
They all hang out in packs. I don't even understand what the dynamic of that is. I saw a little of it on Saturday when we had the National Art Society and a bunch of other friends of his that were kind of gathered helping us out with the painting activity in the Mashpee Commons.
Yeah.
And I saw a little like girl activity.
Yeah.
They fawn over him a little bit, but he doesn't really pay attention to that yet. We're not there.
All right.
Unless he feels it's weird to date above and below his grade. And there's nobody in his grade that is
interesting.
Yeah.
I
for
see.
him. Take your time.
Right.
I don't care.
There's nothing wrong with dating someone older.
Yeah. I'm not in a rush for him to date anything.
Okay.
I'd like for him to, take his dishes downstairs. So
Okay.
before you do that, you probably need, there are steps that need to be had before we start getting girlfriends here.
Okay.
But maybe that might step it up in that department. So
if he's got girls coming over to the house,
Right?
he may sort of say, "Oh, no, I can't have this."
I don't know if I need that either. So I think we'll just press pause on that. That's fine.
All right.
I'll keep the boys over. He's got a good boy squad that they hang out with in the neighborhood. And I love that.
Okay.
Keep playing basketball at the end of the driveway forever.
Never grow up.
I know.
Mommy doesn't want you to grow
Even
up.
Eva said, take your time, Cody. Don't need to rush anything. 16 for crying out loud. I can't stand it.
Oh,
Right? What's going on in the world? Your brain is only 2% of your body weight, but consumes 20 to 25% of your energy.
that makes sense.
You're welcome.
Right.
I'm hungry. It's just your brain.
Right.
I saw that two brothers, well, they're summer kids,
Okay.
but there are two Dennis brothers that are going to be representing kind of Cape Cod
Yeah.
in the World Fair this year.
Wow.
They're part-time in Japan, so they're going to be on Osaka for the World Fair.
They actually still have the World's Fair.
Yes, which I had no idea.
I had
that
no
was
idea.
Right?
Remember when we were kids? I certainly remember when I was a kid, the World's Fair was a big deal.
Yeah,
And now it's like, really? It's happening?
I know. Well, I read that little piece and I was like, oh, we still do that?
Wow. Like the Space Needle in Seattle was part of the World's Fair.
Right. Very cool.
Lord knows how many years ago.
Don't know. But I thought that was pretty interesting.
That's interesting.
I saw two young gentlemen from, part-time, once again, summer people.
Right. Or some are not.
Yeah, right? Good morning, Dan. Thanks for joining us. That was your perfect real cape right there.
Right.
Appreciative. If a person is willing to do these 9 things for you, never let them go. Look at your face. This is not a loaded story, Hank.
Okay.
While some people may struggle to know if they're with the right partner or the right person, these 9 things are for you to never let them go.
Okay. They are.
Work on your relationship once the honeymoon phase is over.
Okay.
I think that's a constant. If you've been married for any lengthy number of years, it's a job.
It is.
That requires a lot of maintenance. And my shed got built, by the way, yesterday, so he can still remain my husband.
Wow.
It's locked up and everything. It's
Because he was telling us Tuesday night he was almost done.
Yeah, no, that didn't happen until late last night.
Yep. But it's done.
Yeah, it's done. It's done.
So now the stuff is in the shed and not in the garage.
No, we're not there yet. The shed is built.
Oh,
Don't
I
get
see.
crazy.
Okay.
What? Do you think it's working now and doing its job? Sir, no, this was a union job. This is going to take a little longer.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Have honest conversations.
Okay.
A person should never let their partner go if they're willing to have open, honest conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Whether the discussions are about intimacy or fights even over again. Communication is essential component of any relationship. What's up, Junior? This should be good. For some more than others. Good morning, David Issa. We're talking about the 9 things for you to keep a person and never let them go if they're exhibiting these things. Address your boundaries. When people first enter into relationships, they may not act like their complete selves. They may accept or tolerate behavior from their partner that they wouldn't normally do so. But over time, you know those things and they grate on you if you're not honestly having a conversation about them.
Okay.
Accept you without trying to change you. I think a lot of women suffer from this.
They try to change the guy.
I think that there are bones there they can work with. Guys, this is not a fixer-upper. You are not doing a renovation job on this human being. You can offer your set of skills to then pair your sets of skills to work better together. But
you're not changing anything.
You are not putting a new roof on that. It's got problems. She be leaky, walk away. Decisions and discuss them to have children. I have a friend of mine that is ending a marriage after 2 years.
Because?
She was not honest about not wanting children.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I think it solidified it. I think she thought that she could come along.
Yeah.
I think that she thought she would
and
get there.
And he thought she would eventually.
I think that they both thought that they would arrive to that point, but it was not happening.
And children was that important to him?
Yes. Yep. From a big family, wanted a big family.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll settle for one or two, but
And she won't do it.
No. She's like, I'm good. She's at a point in her career right now where I don't know if she thought that she would be at that space in her career.
Yeah.
And this is just something that she's always wanted. Very hard conversation.
That is.
I know. I don't really think that their relationship is a lot strong anyway. But I'm not judging.
Just saying.
Split household responsibilities. Very important. And also, this split does not have to be forever.
You can change things up.
Exactly.
Right.
Once you've always done this, it shouldn't have to be your job forever. It's not indentured servitude. If you're the dish person, don't always have to be the dish person.
You mean I don't have to feed the cats forever? And change the litter box forever?
It makes me crazy.
I've been doing it for 20, how long have I been married?
No,
35, almost 36 years I've been doing this.
You know that I love that my husband is really embracing his Juilliard child and working on his recipes and cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But he is a pig in the kitchen and he uses every single pot, pan, device, weird cooking utensil I didn't even know we owned. Yesterday was like this weird sieve that he was making a sauce out of, and I'm like, all I could see was like dishes. You know those things where it's a beautiful mind and you see all of these things, and I'm like, how many hours of dishes am I going to have to do to eat this sauce? Is this sauce really that worth it?
No.
I mean, it was good, but
may I digress for a moment since we were talking about cats?
Yeah.
We have a neighbor who adopted a dog. I'm not sure where she got the dog from. It had been abused or whatever. And she's done a wonderful job taking care of it and getting it calmed down and everything else. But her health is at the point where she can't keep the dog. And it's a small 35-pound or less dog. It's real cute. I don't know if she's found a home for it yet, but if you might be interested in taking the dog, put your name or contact in the chat. Or I
need a picture.
We'll see.
I need a story with this puppy.
Okay. She's a very sweet Irish lady, and it's just her health is like I said.
The dog.
It's not I mean, her health isn't bad. It's just that it's just not a good match right now.
I'm gonna follow back on this because I want a name for the animal. I want a picture of the pet. I want to know some specifics, and then maybe we'll talk to Gail Fitzpatrick about getting this puppy adopted.
Okay, Mari.
I call everything a puppy.
Mari
the dog
knows
could be
more
30.
of the specifics than I do, but
okay. We'll get the dog adopted. We're still talking about the 9 things for you. If a person has these things and are willing to do these things, never let them go. I don't know what Cody is telling me about for his, I'm mom text. Sorry. Okay. So here we go. Address your boundaries. We talked about accept you without trying to change you. We talked about discuss the decision to have children. We're there. Split household responsibilities. Plan for the future. Does your partner envision themselves walking hand in hand with you into the sunset when you reach old age? Or do their plans for the future seem to be missing one thing?
You. Yeah, you should probably know that when you start. At what point are you going to get ditched?
Do we send this to Jordan, Bill Belichick's girlfriend, and say, "Are you sure about all
Are
of
you
this?
sure about this?"
God,
I
doesn't
hope
have to
they're
hold
not
that hand
I hope
that
they're
much
not
longer.
Engaged. I hope they're not engaged.
Number 8, apologize when they're wrong. People sometimes believe the issues that they had before they got married will miraculously disappear once the license is signed and they're married. But your problems are your problems, and they're your problems until you deal with them, you yourself. Gentle reminder.
Mm-hmm.
And talk about your shared values. This is the number 9 thing. What do you value most in life? And I think a lot of people struggle with that because it shifts, right?
Yes, it does as you get older.
Yeah. Every 3 to 5 years, I go through this like molting, if you will, of things that were
and
important.
you don't know if you want Cliff, you'd be married anymore, all that stuff.
That's why I feel like, we have to decide. Once again, he's not really courting me strongly. I feel as if he needs to put a little more work into that. Buddy, I don't know if we're going to re-sign. I think this contract is up.
He works 20 out of 24 hours a day.
I know we both do. It's fine.
I know you guys both do.
We don't have time for divorce.
There's no time for courting or courting.
We have none of that. We have no time for divorce. We have barely any time for our marriage. It's fine. This is why we get along still.
Right.
This is why we still like each other.
Well, you guys are a good team working together. And that's one of the things that, particularly since I quote unquote retired, Mari and I have come together working really strongly as a team.
Yeah, you have to.
Right.
If you want to test the world, the weight of the world, it's what you got to have.
We went on a listing appointment yesterday, and we both tried in our own way. And then we both looked at each other and we knew what we were saying.
Yep.
And Mari said, "You know what? I don't think this is going to work.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for having us over."
Yeah.
And we were.
Sometimes you got to do that, but you both knew and you both arrived at it at the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah.
And she tried it from one angle. I tried it from another angle. And this guy hasn't sold his house in 2 years. He's gone through, I don't know how many realtors.
Oh.
He was inspired. So Mari called him. And there's a price that he wants for his house, which is unrealistic.
Yep.
And Mari gave him the numbers and said, "It's got to be this." "Well, I want that." "Well, sorry.
Yeah.
The buyers tell you what you're going to get for your house. You don't tell them."
Do you want to talk about the market right now? I don't think that we've really had a market segment recently. And there's I'm seeing stories of it cooling off or changing, or people are being more choosy because there's a little bit more inventory. They're not in a rush right now.
There's a little bit more inventory for sure. People are not in as much of a rush because they don't think they have to be. What people have to remember is that the projections are that prices are going to continue to go up.
Yeah.
So if you're waiting, you're costing yourself more money. And interest rates are what they are. They're not going to change. So it's a matter of, what's your priority and what do you need to do? It's really been kind of a bouncy market. There are these huge bursts of activity and then it slows down.
Yeah.
And then it picks up again. And I think it has to do with the sense of urgency that buyers have.
Do you think it's because of where we live? I feel like there's always like flurries around certain seasons and then it's like the lull.
Right.
And then people will remember either I like it here or I don't like it here. And then that's the shift. It's always seasonally. Like, I can't take another winter. Then you got that spring push. And then you got the summer people that are like, I love the Cape. I want to live here all the time. And then they buy in September.
Right. We'll have, people don't think that the real estate market on the Cape in the summer is good. We have some of our best months in the summer.
That's our best showing. Hey, look at it.
It's the best time because people get it in their head. You know what? I want to be on the Cape by the fall.
All the time.
Kids to go to school, all that other stuff. So this is a great time. And there are people all over the place.
Yeah.
Right now.
And we also have a military market. We have a lot of shifting when it comes to housing near and around the base.
Yeah, because they can't live on the base.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the housing on the base, sorry, is not good.
Yeah.
Particularly if you have kids.
No, not great. Good morning, Jen. Courting. Amen to courting. I love it. Yeah, I haven't been courted in a while. Damn it. I want one. Whatever that means. Whatever that looks like. We have no vacation in sight. It's so fun to listen and have people planning. By the way, we're going to have Lisa Butler from Unique Experiences on. She's our travel agent for Lemonadio.
Oh, good.
So she's going to be on the show with us tomorrow. We're going to be talking about our upcoming cruise. We're doing Greece, Croatia, and Montenegro. And I'm very much looking forward to this. It's going to be a really fun cruise. And we're kind of booking some rooms right now. So she'll be on the show tomorrow talking about some of the amenities. And I've been on the ship that we're going on, and it's amazing. I love it. It's smaller, it's manageable, and more intimate. And there's so many places to eat good food. And just sit and enjoy life. Right. So I'm very much looking forward to it. And no kids. If you've reached that point in your life where you're like, no, thank you. Come with us. We've got a vacation for you.
We have to get our passports updated.
Hurry up.
For where I know.
What are you waiting for? You can do it right at Town Hall.
I know. Or you can do it at the post office.
Yeah.
Or I think you can do it I think you can renew online if you've had one already.
Yeah, you've already got the Real ID hurdle, right?
Yeah.
Both of you?
Yes.
You're good now?
Yep.
I'm going to have to deal with that with my daughter. She's moving back to Massachusetts.
Oh,
she's like, Mom, I don't have a Real ID. I'm like, oh my God.
Now, does she have a Massachusetts license or a California license?
I think she still has a Massachusetts license, but she's a Canadian citizen, just part-time. So we're going to have an issue, maybe.
She's a Canadian citizen?
Yeah.
Legitimately?
Yeah.
May I ask, how did that happen?
That's her dad's from Canada.
Okay. Well, that explains it.
I got the letter from the Queen and everything.
You did?
I did.
Congratulating you on the birth.
I was trying to get her to go to one of the universities in the Montreal area.
Oh, there's some great schools up there.
Oh my God. Not everything's McGill, but there are other great ones that I was really trying to get her to go. I'm like, girl, it's like $5,000.
Right.
Go to school there.
Right. You're a citizen.
Yeah. Well, now she's coming back to Massachusetts because she's going to take advantage of this nursing school deal that they've got going on here. So
she wants to be a nurse?
She wants to be a nurse now.
Okay.
We've changed trajectories.
Now, wasn't your mother a nurse?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what she does over there. Nurse Ratchet. Nurse of the year.
When was that?
I forget what year it was, but I was going to have her buried with it. I was going to have it on her tombstone.
Nurse of the year.
Here lies Mary, Nurse of the Year.
Not loving mom and grandma, just put Nurse of the Year.
That's it. Love you, mean it. Tell Cody to stop texting.
Yours is going to say she was the best, right? You've got all those plaques that say the best.
That's it. That's right. Not like mother, like daughter. We keep hearing those phone vibrating. The phone vibrating on the table is your boy over here.
Sorry.
I know. I silence my children all the time. It's fine. They're used to it. I don't know what his problem is. Oh, something with driving hours. Can you email her and tell her to fix the hours? Yes, I'm still the go-between. He just needs to get some hours under his belt so he can get a license and leave me alone.
And then drive your sister around.
Love you, mean it. I think that's going to be the title of the show. Hank, oh no. I'm looking forward to, I think we're going to head off to Marshfield tonight.
Really?
And go to the Levitate backyard. Hannah Pacella is performing.
Yes, I saw
Vanna
that.
Pacella is performing.
That's very cool.
So I want to go see Miss Vanna. And if I get out of my own way today, I think I've made enough room and headway to crush things. Yesterday, I went over to our chef for La Tavolas over at Pink Door Catering, and I sat with Matt. And shout out to Pink Door Catering. Your lobster roll, I would say, is the best on Cape Cod.
Really?
I really would. I'm putting my money where my mouth is right there because it was phenomenal. Size was no object there. And it was freaking delicious. Down to the bread was delicious.
Wow. Okay.
I had a dream about the bread.
Oh.
I love bread. I had an Oprah dream, guys. I'm not having bread, but it's a rarity when I do have it.
Yes.
So it was
you dreamt about it?
So delicious that I had a dream about it.
And what were you doing with the bread when you were dreaming about it?
Nothing. I had an eating dream. Like, that's not good.
Oh my.
Have you ever had an orgasmic eating dream? It was just wonderful. It was
Not that I would admit to.
It's the most delicious
Particularly
bread.
the orgasmic part and bread. It doesn't It doesn't line up for me. I don't know. I don't know about you out there, but those two words don't line up.
I had a dream about bread and it was delicious and I loved it. And I spent way too long savoring it. It lasted way too long. Either that or it's just kind of stuck in a weird loop and that's what I remember it or perceive it being that long. Have you ever had a dream that was probably only a second long, but it felt like it lasted forever?
Could be.
It was probably a nightmare, but this is the way it was. And I was like, I can still even smell it in my dreams.
Right. Oh, boy.
Then I woke up and thought I might be having a stroke because isn't that what they say is you have toast?
Oh, my.
P.S. Love Stephanie. These are the things that happen in my brain. So, yeah, I definitely suggest if you've not had the lobster roll over there to go and tell Stephanie sent you.
Yes, if you need to go have an orgasm. Never mind.
Mari says, I love bread and wine and I'm very religious. I know that's not true, Mari. 1962
What, the religious
Seattle
or
World's
the
Fair.
bread and wine part?
The religious. Bread and wine is a religion.
Right.
We involve it in the day-to-day aspect of things.
Right.
Oh, so good. You got some crazy crime for us today?
Yes. Well, I got to get my phone.
Oh, sorry.
Put it away. It would make a noise. Now you want
you
me
were
to get
being
it.
pooping. There's a way to do not
I don't
disturb
know how
it.
this relationship is going to last. Just, I don't know.
Gotta keep him on his toes, Mari.
Let's see. We had a couple of good ones. Because we didn't get to all of them Tuesday because there are so many. But there's this one, for example. What did I do with it? Now, see, now I can't find anything because you made me put it away.
It's because I was talking about my dreams and bread.
Dreams
Threw you all off.
and then somebody complained about the phone buzzing. Oh, here we go. A caller reported a 4-year-old riding a scooter in the roadway of their neighborhood. Officers were unable to locate the child. A parent then came into the station to request an officer speak to her 4-year-old about who doesn't like to wear a seatbelt. It's unclear if the 4-year-olds are one and the same.
Oh, no.
Let's see. I may have mentioned this Tuesday, but it's worth mentioning again. A caller reported an apartment in his home was listed for rent. Problem being, he did not have an apartment in his home and wasn't renting his house.
This has been happening.
Yes, it has.
It happened to one of my friends who can no longer get a refund. She booked this Airbnb. It was a scam.
Mm-hmm.
She was dragged on. She did this in January and is still now fighting with them for a fake B&B that took her deposit and is not a real place.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
A local business owner was scammed out of a large sum of money by a filter masquerading as an electric company. We know what you're thinking. It's tough to know it's a scam when every utility bill feels criminal.
It really does. I got another big one yesterday and I'm like, are you kidding me now?
Ours has been stupidly high.
Yeah.
And then this month it was stupidly low.
Well, good for you. I did not receive that.
I don't understand it.
I was not on the receiving end of that.
I don't understand
Well, because it was low, everybody got a credit.
Oh, okay.
For something. It was like the woman was like, you should feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Lady, it was $50. My electric bill is like $500. $50 is not going to change. Oh,
No.
It's so low this month. Not happening.
Okay, here's one more. And this is an example. We talk about this all the time of the police getting called to respond to something. A caller reported a large underage drinking party with loud music. Responding officers found no music, no party, and no alcohol consumption. When you do that, you take the police away potentially from someone who really needs their help. Right?
Well, 'tis the season. It's going to be grad parties all over the place. So stop calling the police and complaining. Just suck it up and go to bed.
Right.
Put on earmuffs. We have all kinds of noise canceling everything. I think you can live with it. I shared a link to the beatboxing nuns that went viral on Brazilian TV.
I saw that.
Did you see it?
Yes.
What is that? What is in your mom's garden? Some deer? Is that a hairy coo? It is.
It's a
It's a cow. Yeah, it's a hairy coo.
Really?
That's what they're called.
I did not know
They're
that.
Scottish cows. I know I got you all flustered with my bread, and now we're talking about Harry Coos.
Harry Coos. I know of haikus. I don't know of Harry Coos.
That's what it is. It's got a little cow in the front yard having a snack on Mom's Island. I love it. I want one.
Can I have one? I'll take care of it.
Have
Can we
enough
keep
land.
it, please?
I know, right? I just shared with you the video in our chat of the beatboxing Brazilian nun that made TV. Somebody called Pope Leo. The nuns are acting up on live TV. Sisters Marceline Cassiano and Marissa Di Paulo, two nuns from Brazil, recently went viral after they were beatboxing during a Catholic TV show. The pair were on Brazilian's Pai Eterno, the Eternal Father, and channel that was talking about vocational retreat when they started performing a song, and then unseemingly unprompted, by a very coordinated fashion, one of them started beatboxing and the other one started dancing. It was pretty extraordinary.
It was.
If you've not had a chance to watch the beatboxing dancing nuns, I love it. I watched it like 14 times yesterday, and now I'm sharing it with you. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. Don't miss it.
You're right. Definitely.
It'll make your day.
It
is pretty funny.
We love nuns acting a fool. It's my favorite thing. Called over to the church yesterday. Mary, call me back, please. I have questions. I have needs. I'm wearing my Chamber of Commerce hat right now.
And you're calling the church?
Yeah, we, by the way, I did. I need things. Shocker. I should call the big man. I need some things.
Right. Don't forget to invite Father Healy then to
exactly. I would love Father Healy to do like even like some sort of like blessing or some sort of hey.
Yeah.
I want him to dance. I need a tarantella for Father Healy. How do we make this happen? This could be a magical thing.
Okay.
We could be like the Brazilian nuns and make national TV. Right here from Mashpee TV. I think that this is possible. Let's do it. I've got a tambourine, Father. Let's talk.
Look, an Attleboro person here, Father Healy, asking an Attleboro person as you are.
Let's make it happen. Come on.
Right.
Little tarantella. I have a nightmare about that. That is one that, speaking of dreams, when I was the chubby ballerina growing up, and Madeline Sarah's in School of Dance. My mother made me be in for a solid 8 years. Tap, jazz, ballet. Didn't belong in half of those costumes. It just wasn't cute. So there was one, there was a tarantella, and like the whole thing is on video, VHS video of me with this like tiny leotard, and like my tights are down below. Like, I don't know who dressed me, but you should be fired. You just should not have let me on stage with this. But I had to wear this like weird little headband thing, and I had a tambourine, and I had to do the tarantella. I'll never forget it. I've rewatched it 1,400 times. It's now, Uncle Dave, you probably have the video somewhere in some fashion of our lives with Stephanie's tarantella. I'm going to dust that thing off. I know I've got it somewhere, but maybe we'll bust that one out at La Tavola this season.
There you go.
Grab your tickets, everybody. It's going to be worth a show.
Right. Just for that alone. Never mind the food. Just for that alone.
Oh my God. You're right.
Yeah.
It's happening. Depends on how many Chiantis we get in Stephanie to see what happens.
Right. It won't take much, trust me.
Oh, I'm going to need some prayers. I am really excited. We are one member away from 300 members at the Mashpee Chamber of Commerce.
Very cool.
We've never had so many people be interested in and showing up. And I've got to thank our interns. They really did a great job of turning on our Instagram takeover. Everybody's really loved it. And the month of May, every single day in May, we've had a takeover from one of our members. And you've really stepped it up in the production department. Everybody's done a really wonderful job. Today, I believe it's one of our board members, Larry Hodgman. Don't disappoint me. I want some singing and dancing lawyers. Do you need my tambourine? Call me. Let me know.
If you need the outfit, maybe she has that too.
They're divorce lawyers. I should have done the I should have done the 9 things to keep the person around for them a little sooner.
Yes, could be.
Powered by Larry Hodgman. Everybody needs a good divorce attorney to at least threaten with every once in a while. That was one of the things yesterday where I said, how do you end an argument?
Oh, sudden divorce?
No, just say you have the papers ready.
Oh, I see.
That's the threat. The papers are ready.
The papers are ready. Okay.
Stephanie, drop the link for the 9 things in relationships, please. Absolutely. I can do that for you. What else did we want to talk about? You got top movies.
Yeah, we have top movies. Since it's Thursday, it's date night. There are 2 new movies up at the top. One of them is a Disney movie. One of them is not.
Oh, well, that was quite the tease.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what the not Disney movie is? I haven't been to the movies in so long. I miss the popcorn. I miss the atmosphere. And Falmouth Cinema Pub has beer.
Yeah.
Just saying. And their food is pretty good too. It is up for one of the best ofs. We've got a lot of best ofs flying around, and we've got a lot of Mashpee businesses in there. Don't forget to vote every single day for all of our businesses, from landscaping to healthcare. We've got some really great candidates. And our friend Lauren, who's going to be swimming for us in support of Lemonade, and the Canal Region Farmers Market is up there for Person of the Year. She's
Very
up
cool.
against JT though.
Oh.
Hey, if you made top 3 in that category, good for you. I think Tony Shepley's also in there.
Oh, geez.
There are some heavy hitters in that department. And we've got some pretty impressive people here on Cape Cod. So I'm excited to see who the top 3 is. But this voting round, it was really funny because one of my friends who's got a food business, and they were like, how do we get into the top 3? I said, you got to be nominated.
Right.
I said, then you got to go through this round. Then there's another round. And then finally, somewhere around August, they remind you of the contest that you fought so feverishly for notice that now that the season's over, we'll award you with a win.
Right.
Just so we can start this whole dang process all over again.
Yep.
They get you, Hank. They get you in the end.
I know it.
What's up, Liz? I haven't seen your face here in a while. I hope you're about ready to kick it off for summer. Shout out to our drivers, our bus drivers, our educators, our administrators. You are all counting the minutes. This is the time of year. Talk to me from a former school teacher's point of view.
Yeah, this is the time of year when I know we got a permission slip home from one of Mariana's teachers. I mean, I don't understand this, but we needed to give needed to give the teacher permission for Mariana to watch the Truman Story, because they've created some kind of an assignment around the Truman Story.
Okay.
But it's like, this is when you have, final tests and all of that. And it was funny, Tuesday night when we were at Shipwreck, I was seeing all the young kids and I'm thinking, what are they doing here? It's the middle of the week. It's not spring break. And then I think Mari said to me, or Jen Murphy said, college is out.
Yeah, college is out.
Oh, yeah. And that place was crawling with college kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were all over the place.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember how the Heights was back in the day, the heyday of the happy hour.
Yeah.
So many choices, so many people.
Right.
It was just bursting at the seams.
Right. And now it's just Shipwreck.
Yeah. Yeah. And now they've started fostering that culture again. And I have high hopes for that coming back, but they got to be careful. All the olds in the neighborhood don't like it noisy. What? Live entertainment at 8 p.m.? Oh, dare you. There was a situation down in that Heights area where there was one small place, I think it was over where the Black Dog Cafe is, where they just wanted to have a guitar out 6 to 8, and it was causing so many problems. The neighbors not happy with the noise, the people. Ma'am, you live on the water. Move over. Everybody wants the water. You know that's where people flock.
You live on Cape Cod. You live on the beach.
Yeah, I know. So
and your home is probably worth $3 million.
Do you ever have that conversation with people factually? Just sit there and say, before you buy this house, just know this is a high traffic area. People are going to be here. Have you ever resold the same house multiple times?
We've resold a couple of houses that we sold during COVID.
Yeah.
People who called Mari when things finally settled down and said, we want to go home.
Yeah.
Because they mistakenly thought the family and the grandkids would constantly come and visit. And after going to see mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, a couple times on the Cape, okay, we're done. What's next? And this one woman called Mari crying and saying, I feel like I'm on vacation all the time. And I thought, yeah,
you are on someone else's vacation all the time.
The problem is what? She wanted to go back to Connecticut. because that's where the family was. And,
Oh, yeah.
You know, but sometimes when older couples will start talking to us about the family and everything, we'll find a way to nicely say, you know, we hope you're doing this for more reasons than just that.
Yeah.
You don't want to discourage the sale, but you also don't want to.
Well, the vision, I think, when you retire is that you're going to buy this big house and then everybody's going to come and visit you. And that's just really not the case.
No.
They'll do it 1 or 2 times.
Right. And then the novelty wears off.
Yeah.
And your kids' family, they have a life too.
Yeah, they're busy.
And the kids are doing stuff. And when they get to a certain age, I know this from Mariana now. She loved being around us.
Yeah.
And now that she's 13, hanging around with the grandparents, I mean, she loves us and she likes to be with us, but it's really not as cool as it was.
Yeah.
And she'll get back when she's maybe 15 or 16, that being able to go to, you know, grandma and grandpa's condo and use the pool and hang out will kind of come back around again.
Yeah.
But next couple of years, we're not going to be as high on her dance card as other people.
Well, it's really funny that you mentioned that, just because my girlfriend and I are going through that. Obviously, we're the same age, but she had children way later. I was getting them out of the way. Let's do it. Do it now, do it early. She later to the party. So now she has a 10 and 12-year-old. And she's like, we're going to have January, Renee, I'm going to be down there every weekend. I'll help you. You know, she works in the school system. So she's like, I'll help you with one of the markets. We'll bring the kids. It'll be great. And then March was like, I'm not sure. Do you still need me? Now it's like, I have 11 days this summer from this to that, between golf lessons and camp and swimming and this, that, and the other thing. I was like, you are busy. You're in that busy time when your kids are just active, and you need to keep them active, and you're going to be busy in that space. So I'm like, come visit when you want to come visit. Like,
Right.
You don't have to do anything for me.
Right. You're not going anywhere.
No, I'm not going anywhere this summer. It's just what it is. It's going to be the summer of work.
Mhm.
And that's okay.
Just like last summer, just like next summer.
Listen, I've got it between 10 weeks right now. I can do anything for 10 weeks. We're going to just suck it up. We're going to see how this goes. I am fleshing out the idea of a food route. I just got off the phone yesterday with Mira, who was our waffles girl.
Yep.
She also works for the
Oh.
town of Eastham.
Those waffles.
They're so good, right?
They're
Just
so
the
good.
smell of them.
We were sitting right next to them Sunday.
Evil. And she has savory waffles, like bacon, egg, and cheese waffles.
And you get the cinnamon. Oh my God, the cinnamon
So
will
good.
knock you over
Mhm.
in a nice way.
So delicious. Well, she also works for the town of Eastham and is also starting a farmer's market this season.
Mm.
They absolutely need it. They don't even have a grocery store in the town.
Oh, lower Cape in terms of food is just, I know from being on,
Yeah.
you know, helping United Way for the last couple of years, which I'm not doing anymore. I stepped aside. But one of the biggest problems was food insecurity in the lower Cape.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah. It's insane. So she is going to be putting this farmer's market together and gathering all kinds of benefits. And so we're working on servicing some of the farmers that are just growing. And I'm going to be, driving the pickup truck. Thank you very much to Abby at Midnight Hour for allowing us to utilize and move around her food and scallops as well. So Midnight Hour scallops will be coming to the Canal Region Farmers Market.
By the way,
Yes.
being at Shipwreck the other night, they had a new item on the menu,
Oh,
grouper,
yep.
which is our favorite.
Your favorite Florida food?
Right. And I understand that they get it from the Clam Man,
Oh, yeah.
and he's going to have a truck.
Yes, we have Clam Man that is going to be joining us, the brand new food truck.
Is the
And-
Clam Man going to have grouper?
I don't know if he's going to have grouper. Maybe he can do grouper tacos would be good. I'm trying to think of something that might be good to cook up because it's going to be fresh.
Right.
I don't know. I just know that there are lobster rolls on the menu and I'm very excited. I'm in my
Mhm.
lobster roll season right now. Give me a lobster roll. I've never met one I didn't like. So tell me where to go next. But I got to tell you, I'm putting Pink Door at the #1 slot right now.
Right. I am putting, by the way, on Logan, if you're watching, if I can get fresh grouper, Mari won't cook fish in the house. We're coming over. You're firing up that grill, and you're making grouper for
You
me
can
and
bring
Mariana.
grouper over
Just
my
want
house
you to know,
anytime.
bud, you're on the clock.
Cliff has got that big Blackstone grill. You can bring grouper right on over. He'll be excited to cook
Oh,
it.
all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. He doesn't do the dishes, so it doesn't matter to
Doesn't
him
matter.
anyway.
I
so.
love grouper. Like I said, it's the
We'll do it
only
for
fish
you.
that Mariana eats.
Really?
We get to Florida and bang,
You're 2 weeks away from Florida,
2
right?
weeks away from Florida. We leave June 14th.
So
Mariana's going to
jealous.
miss the last half. This is crazy. The last day of school in Sandwich, 14, 15, 16, is Monday the 16th.
Yep.
It's a half a day.
I know.
Are you kidding me?
They do it to us every year.
A half a day? Why?
I know. They got to check the boxes. 180 school days. You know how it is.
Yes, I do.
Rule,
but
them rules,
really?
the rules.
do you actually expect anyone to show up?
No, but they have to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, administrators.
It's going to be a big day for substitutes, though.
Yeah, right. Oh, man.
If you're a sub, you're going to be working in Sandwich on June 16th.
All right. So we got movies with Hank coming up this afternoon for lunch break. Anything else?
No, and don't forget classic jazz and the Saturday morning blues this weekend.
I'm looking forward to it. Once again, we're going to have Lisa Butler on the show with us tomorrow from Unique Experiences. We're talking vacations. We're going to be planning one. We've got our Lemonadio cruise that is coming up, and we're going to Greece. We're going to Montenegro, and we're going to Croatia. So grab your passports and get ready to chat with Lisa. She is on a vacation constantly. Her life is, in fact, a vacation. So we'll talk about all the fun places that we will go tomorrow on the show here at MashP TV. Once again, 1072 in HD. If you don't have it, then call 1-800-COMCAST to make sure you take care of that. We'll talk to you soon. And download Lemonadio's apps, Roku TV, Alexa, play Lemonadio Radio. Tonight, we've got Sue over at 10 Pin. Bree is at DJ's Wings in Falmouth. Come find us for
she's
trivia.
Rocking it at DJ.
They love her.
Are thrilled.
And she's
May
got
keeps
great
telling
teams.
us how excited they are.
Right? It's a lot of fun. Go play trivia with us. This week is exceptionally a good time. And I very much enjoyed all of the razzing from your team of Yes, Dear.
Yes, dear. Yes.
Tuesday night was a very, very amusing Tuesday night. This Thursday will be much the same over at DJ's Wings in Falmouth. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Bye, folks. See you soon.
Have a great day, everybody. Oh, yeah, I got that link in. You're welcome, Jen. Have a good one. Anybody seen Ashley? Ashley, where are you? I hope you're safe. Get sucked into Karen Reed
We
Town.
didn't get our Karen Reed update.
I know.
It's actually sick.